Hey YouTube, what's going on? Bowman 1951. It's lunchtime at my job and I'm excited that we're going to be heading out to Connecticut tonight to hopefully go to Ken's Sports Cards. I'll post all the info I have on them right now. So it looks like we're off to Berlin, Connecticut, which is a little under 2 hours from here. This is now going to be vlog number 6, and I've easily logged over 1,000 miles for all of these baseball card trips at this point. So the next time we see you is going to be in Berlin. So I just got to Connecticut and I had another coyote run out in front of me. I don't know what it is with coyotes and chasing cards, but this is not any kind of coincidence, I don't think. All right, about halfway there. We'll see you soon. All right, we're pulling up for the first time here. Looks like a really nice shop. Well lit, pretty big. Excited to go inside. Let's go take a look around. I'll be dubbing my voiceover for much of this card shop tour other than that WWE section. I was discussing it with the employee while I was inside. So first off, when you enter, you see some of the toys they have available, and one of the worst parts of the store was all this junk wax sets they had. And then they've got a fair amount of memorabilia, signed autographs, all in front of the cards. The gentleman working that night definitely wanted me to show off this Jeter helmet. The store seems to be very proud of these and carrying them. And also he wanted me to show off as many autograph balls as I could find. Here's just a small display, and then there's a larger one right next to that case that I was just in. And then I spotted a PSA graded bargain bin, so I took a quick look at those. Didn't end up purchasing any of these, unfortunately. All decently priced, around $10, and I think it was buy two, get one free. And now we're on to the football cases. So the best part about this store is how well organized it all is. They had the football in one case, separated by modern and then vintage. Obviously, they would do the same for the baseball. And prices were on everything. It was just, like I said, so well organized. Prices were very decent as well. Now we moved on to the vintage football case. Like I said, you can see prices on every single one of these. Got some autos up top. And then this is a wall of Tom Brady. I'll be featuring one of these cards at the end of the video that I had grabbed from here. It was interesting too. As soon as I picked it up, the guy working wanted to replace it with another. He didn't want any empty spots on there. Here was some Hall of Fame mega boxes. Well sorted by player. Coming up in this section will be the live discussion. I'll definitely tag it as wrestling. Get more people to see it.
It's awesome.
I saw there was a vintage section too. Okay, somebody was videoing.
Yes, there's kind of like some of this stuff right here. Some of the oddball stuff. If you look behind you. Like some of the old figures. There's a couple old books down there.
Right. I used to have these when I was a kid.
Yep. That's what we got for Christmas as kids. Lita, Bobby Lashley, Billy Gunn, Kevin Nash, Lita was a few of them, Devon Dudley.
Who's next up to come in?
All the magazines, all the figures. And then everything back there, we just redid that shelf back there. That's all the DVDs in the corner there. All the cards, better cards.
So he actually pointed me to the DVD section, was talking about it for a bit, but didn't end up discussing on film. So I'm going to dub this over again. Just mountains of toys in the back as well. If you are a WWE/WWF fan, this is definitely the store for you. Check it out. You can see this section is labeled Boston Red Sox rookie cards. So if you're not familiar, Hartford basically is the demarcation line for Yankees fans to the south and Red Sox fans to the north. So they did an awesome job of having a fine selection of both Yankees and Red Sox, both memorabilia and cards. Obviously, I was most interested in the Red Sox. All right, so we're about to head on over to another table. These are the hottest baseball rookies at the moment. Take your pick. You've got your inserts, your base, anything you want, all with an established price listed on them. And now we're on to vintage. So I'm pulling out the 75s here. It's one of my favorite sets, and these will be featured towards the end of this video as well. I thought I was grabbing 78s here because that's my birth year, but I think I was looking at the 77s. Another showing of some memorabilia. And we've got vintage cards along with a few misplaced 89 Griffey Upper Decks. One thing the store was lacking were graded vintage cards. At least I didn't see a case of them. So a lot of this can be had in raw form. But what they lacked in terms of graded cards made up for in terms of a wide variety of years as well as selections. We've got our relic case, which is right next to that vintage case that I was just in. More relics. I believe some of these are more modern. Take your pick on the Yankees. If you loved them, they had them. And then a random Bo Jackson. Slightly misplaced in the store. Great selection of mantles. Obviously, you can see most of them are raw. Clemente there. 52 tops. Some Bowmans. And more mantles. Lastly, as we leave the store, I had to go over the packs that they offered. Didn't get a good feel for these in terms of what they had. I was just trying to grab this quick footage as I walked on out. Might want to pause it here and there to see prices. Yeah, I know it's dark out right now. I just wanted to get one final shot of the card shop. Got here about 15 minutes before closing. Guy was super nice, let me film as much as I wanted. We did a little trade for an autograph card I brought in, and had an awesome time in there. This is one of the nicest card shops I've been in a long, long time. So I can't wait to, show everybody this video and definitely promote Ken's Cards in Berlin, Connecticut. So it's the next morning. We're just heading through downtown Hartford right now, about to enter the city in rush hour. Also the former home of NHL's Hartford Whalers. I don't know if anybody remembers that. So what would a vlog be without some sights surrounding where I'm at? So let's go take a quick tour of some areas of Hartford.
and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. Joy to the earth, the Savior reigns. Let men their songs employ. Joy to the earth, while fields and flowers, rocks, hills and plains. Repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy. He rules the world with truth and grace, and makes the nations prove. He rules the world, the glories of his righteousness, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love.
So I hope you enjoyed the nice little tour of the Trinity Chapel right behind us. Never a dull moment on the highway driving in between two major cities. Yowza, that looks bad. And we're back home at the sorting table. Shout out once again to Ken's Cards out of Berlin, Connecticut. They're at 27 Mill Street. I will always promote this card shop. They were absolutely amazing to me. I didn't get to meet the owner, Ken Asal. Unfortunately, he was not in that night, but there was a really nice employee who let me wander around, even though he was closing up shop within like 10 minutes, so I didn't have much time to video. But what you saw is what I got inside, and just had a blast. I actually put the challenge out to everybody to find me a better shop on the East Coast. If you've been to Ken's, let me know where it is, because I'd love to visit someday. So unfortunately, with the limited time I had there, I raced down after work and got there, like I said, within 10 minutes of closing. I didn't have a ton of time to buy much. I only really wanted to get in there and video, but I did pick up this Tom Brady insert with Jim Plunkett. Got that for $3. Actually, no, I did not pay for this. That's right. I did a trade of the autograph I did from my last video from the Contenders box. It was a UConn player, so we were maybe 15 minutes from the UConn campus, so I decided to do a little trade and got that straight up. And in my videos, I always do a little preview of what cards you're going to see from that video. So what's in the background are two graded 1975 tops, and that's what I picked up from Ken's. So I didn't have a ton of time to go through the cards, but I'm putting together a set of 75s. So I basically just picked up a pile. I said, add these up, and he sold them to me. So that all happened in like the span of 30 seconds. I know some of these aren't in the best shape. I'm not even going to show them all. But I know I needed a huge majority of these for my set build. So I'm not doing that in a graded form right now, so I don't really care what shape these are in. I've always loved the 75 design. Maybe we'll show a few more from the second stack here. I'd say I have a good 50 of them added to my set. Oh, there's some duplicates. Anyway, you get the idea. That's all I was able to pick up in the very short amount of time I had between trying to get some footage within the shop and just wanting to grab something that I knew I needed for my collection. Thanks again so much for watching. That's going to be it from the sorting table tonight. Had a wonderful time driving, let's see, 230 miles round trip to Ken's and back with a little work thrown in and a tiny tour of some Hartford buildings that you got to see. So thanks again so much for watching. Be so kind to hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you at the next video. Talk to you soon.